And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we're continuing along with Doom Arrival, an expansive 10-map WOD created in 2021, an official WOD of Doom. This is Map 2, Bedrock Deadlock, another expansive map, lots of distinct areas. There are some open areas for melees, which make it a little bit tougher for sure. There's a lot of Archviles, there's a Cyber Demon, lots of fun, and it's only Map 2. The game is powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we're playing on the Ultraviolence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. There are 172 kills to be had. There are no secrets in this map, though. There are 122 items to pick up. What's interesting about this map is there will be some doubling back or going from area to area before being able to complete certain tasks. I'll explain as I go. It'll make more sense just to show you. So what's going to happen as soon as I press that switch, imps in front of us, we're going to be in a basically an open area, an open chasm, if you will, and there will be enemies all around. So the first thing we'll do is we'll grab the rocket launcher, we'll grab the chain gun for weapon collection, we'll fire off a shot or two. We want to draw in also, have the Cacos teleport in. We want some infighting between the enemies because there's just too many of them. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Let's go grab the ammo. We can grab some of these goodies. We'll make our way over here. Grab the chain gun, fire off a shot. That enrages all of our fellow enemies, or friendly neighborhood enemies. As you can see, there are a lot of baddies everywhere. We will take advantage of that partial invisibility, but not yet. Not yet. We want more fun. We want more trouble. So far we haven't had nearly enough trouble. Let's see how we're doing here. So we'll go back to the chain gun for a moment. Will we draw the Arachnotron fire? Yes, we will. And that's what we want. See, I can handle the imps. In fact, we can handle all these enemies, of course. But the problem is, we don't have enough ammo at the beginning. Although we do have a lot of rockets, to be fair. Lots of rockets. So we will be able to do that. Just kind of getting... got in the way of some infighting there, so you have to keep that in mind. Alright, so we should probably go ahead and grab the partial invisibility, and let's have a little bit of fun, I think, with some rockets. I mean, you're not invisible, right? It's partial invisibility, so just keep that in mind. Okay, they look busy. They look lonely. Maybe give them a little shot. Arachnotron up there could use a little bit of attention. There we go. Let's see what we can do on this side while we have our partial invisibility still. They do give us a lot of rockets, thankfully, so we can definitely be a little rocket happy there. That's okay. All right, I think this... There we go. And so now I think the cross-firing enemies having completed their work for us, we should finish them off. And that's it, maybe a rocket or two up above. And then I think you're basically looking at your chain gun, right, for the most part. And we barely took a scratch. So that's not too bad. That's my strategy on how to clear this area. I mean, we're not fully done, but that's what I do, right? And then once a lot of the enemies have kind of offed each other, it gives you a little bit more of a realistic use of the ammo given to you so far. Luckily, you have generous rockets, but, you know, with so many enemies flying around in front of you, you can't just be firing off rockets recklessly. So there were some armor bonuses here. Don't forget those. They count towards your 100%. There were also some armor bonuses here and some others. So just make sure. What are we at here? About 21. That sounds about right. Let me just make sure. And now we'll head up. These other enemies, I think, have been silenced. Silence is golden. Sounds pretty good. So now let's head up, grab a little bit more ammo. Yes, so what's going to happen here, so we have choices. We can go up there, which we will do in a secondary way. These are locked, of course, with different keys. There's a yellow key door up there. We don't have that either. This is the first place you go. You want to go in and grab the super shotgun, but not right away. You'll open the door, and then a whole bunch of revenants are going to teleport right behind you. So just turn around and fire. As long as you can get away with it, because there's definitely a lot. Oop, I don't have the super shotgun yet, so let's not use that. There are definitely a lot of revenants that come out to play. So just keep that in mind. Looks also like the Lost Souls from down the other way have found us, and that's okay, I guess. I mean, maybe they'll take a few rockets, I don't know. I think I damaged this Revenant, yeah, so a little bit of Tappa should do fine. I do hear more Lost Soul. Maybe it flew back to its nest. I guess we'll just have to see in a minute. There's some wonderful infighting going on, but we're going to have to break up the party, I think. All right. Definitely want to avoid the rocket. Okay, that's pretty good. So we don't have the shotgun yet, legitimately. So I'm not going to use it. So we'll just have to head up without firing, and we're just going to grab the super shotgun from in here. Go ahead and grab it. Now you have the super shotgun. That's fine. And there was that pesky Lost Soul that we can now dispose of. And that clears out the rest of this entire area. There might be another Lost Soul up there, so let's go ahead and just take care of it. Alright, and another one over here. Okay. So now we have more ammo and health up here, so let's go back to the business at hand, which are some Mancubi. Normally I take care of them inside, of course. The Lost Souls became an inconvenience, but that's okay. There's another Mancubus in there, but be mindful, there are a couple of chain gunners just above to the left. So let's go ahead and take care of them. Looks like one has already been taken care of. I might have gotten it with a good blast of the shotgun, or super shotgun, I should say. Lots of armor bonuses. There's lots of health here if you really didn't fare too well with that opening sequence. But it's not too bad, I think. And yeah, that's it. So go ahead and grab the ammo. You can use that. We're going to first use our super shotgun. Pressing that switch will reveal a bunch of specters. And then let's race up the stairs, take care of some of these. Would have been nice to hit one of the barrels up there. Doesn't look like it. Switch now to the super shotgun. Or that is if you're out of ammo like me. Yeah, so the chain gun ammo I use quite a bit outside because we don't have the shotgun yet officially, so of course I don't use it until I came into this area. But we did have quite a bit of chain gun ammo. We use that, so now that's been partially depleted. There are some bullet packs here. Around the corner will be some gunners and some Mancubi. I do want them to infight, if I can get them to, and use the barrels against themselves, quite frankly. So let's see if we can lure a few over. There are chain gunners too. So of course we'll ruin the party for our first Mancubus friend. Don't see the other gunners, which is strange. I'm hoping there we go. The chain gunners, you do want them to fire first to injure the Mancubus. The Mancubus is not going to take kindly to that. He's going to retaliate, or it's going to retaliate. And most, if not all, of the gunners will therefore no longer be your problem. See what I mean? And there's lots of shotgun shells here to pick up. Keep in mind there's some ammo to the left, but there are quite a few enemies to the right, I mean, but there's quite a few enemies to the left. So let's first take care of them before we are caught off guard. The last one is that chain gunner before we take on a couple of Barons are down there, and I'm going to hold on to my rockets. I'm going to use the shotgun, super shotgun, to take on both Barons. It'll take them a while to kind of meander their way up here. I think this is plenty safe enough. And if you notice down there was a Megasphere. So if you really are not good at super shotgunning the Barons, for whatever reason, maybe you're working on that as a skill, fret not. Not only is there a health behind us in that other room, which we're not going to need, but there is a Megasphere right here. So you get 200 health and armor. So go ahead and pick that up. We didn't take this area before because there were merely some shotgun shells. There's nothing else to do there, but if you didn't pick them up, go pick them up. I guess I'll grab this box of shotgun shells. Now we take the teleporter. There's nowhere else to go from that area. And you're like, well, that didn't complete that area, at least as far as you can tell, because you heard some enemies. You're right. We're not done in that area. We will have to come back to it, but we cannot proceed further. We can only go ahead up here. So now this side is yellow key. We don't have that. There are two doors on this side. That's the blue door exit where the cyber demon's hanging out. Take out your chain gun because there are gunners positioned beyond these doors, but using this left door, I find you take on one gunner at a time. Whereas if you open up the right door, you're likely to be fired upon by more than one gunner as you walk in. See what I mean? So by doing that, I only had one gunner to face. And that's it. Stay away from this area. That's going to be tricky with some arch files. We're not ready for that yet. Take out your super shotgun and collect these armor bonuses because there are two Hell Knights ready to say hello. But let's say hello first with our super shotgun. All right, and there's another one that is still kind of hanging around back there. And so, regular shotgun now. For the imps over here, there are 3 or 4. 4 by the looks of it. And pick up even more goodies. So if you haven't filled your belly with rockets and plasma, go ahead and do that. This is really the kind of the first armor you get other than the Megasphere. So go ahead if you need that green armor, go ahead and get it. Okay, I take out the rocket launcher at this point. This is a tricky area, so we'll get the computer area map for whatever it's worth. But as soon as we press that switch, this will lower, and 2 or 3, I forget, arch files will come out. We definitely want to get the heck out of Dodge. Well, if the arch file would just sit still, I wouldn't have to waste all of my rockets, and that's okay too. Now, it seems a bit wasteful to take the Berserk Pack now. You can leave it if you want it. There's not much punching out in this map, but just for the sake of quicker viewing, I'm just going to take it now. Because you don't really want to see me come run back for it later. That's not terribly exciting, but you can do that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's not a lot of pinkies and specters to punch out really from this point. I think I got everybody. No, one more. Okay. So now is the fun part. We are going to have a plasma rifle, which we're not going to be able to use right away. And you're also thinking to yourself, well, so pick up the plasma rifle. Also like, well, Classic Doom Walkthroughs, is this another dead end? In a way, yes, dear fellow viewer, you are. So now we're teleported back here and like, well, that's the second area that we weren't able to complete. This is a little strange, but that's okay. I got your back because I'm going to show you where we go next. So that's not completed, but they all will be. You notice we haven't gotten a key yet. So now take out your rockets or your plasma rifle, whatever you prefer. Go ahead and grab even more of them. Oh, got a little close. Sons of guns. I'm definitely more rocket happy than the average bear. I admit that as a player goes. Might as well take out the plasma rifle because we are going to be following or facing some arch files. Come here, Archie. All right, that's one. Oop. Yeah, it's tricky. There's a lot of them. Right, I think that's it. There might be another Revenant coming and maybe another Mancubus. That's okay. We can go ahead and we can pick up the rest of the rockets and the backpack. Don't forget the backpack up here. I didn't have time to really grab it efficiently because the enemies were closing in. But go ahead and grab those. And no, it isn't necessary to be this cutesy with the rockets. As you know, I'm a little bit of a rocket lover. I like to live dangerously with the rocket launcher. I don't always recommend it. That's why I broke out the plasma rifle too, for some balance. Okay, so it looks like we've picked up all the goodies. Keep picking them up. There's a little bit more plasma as we go down too. It's harder to see with all the Karkai, but lots of rockets, more plasma here. There's going to be a couple of small packs of plasma too. And other stash of ammo. Where we got rid of those Mancubi before, 2 more have teleported in. We have a few rockets. So let's dispose of them that way. I don't think there's anything here other than shells, so we might as well grab those anyway. And so what are we at? 58? Yeah, that sounds about right. So let's go ahead. Oh, no, it's not right. If I didn't pick these up, it's not right. Did I pick these up? I did. I apologize. I just wanted to make sure I cleared that area of armor bonuses. My mistake. Sometimes when you practice and you want to make sure you're doing the run and be able to show everybody who's watching the best and most efficient way to do it, sometimes you're like, oh, did I pick up all the armor bonuses on that ledge before, or was it now? So sometimes you just got to wonder. So let's go ahead, rocket launch if you want. It definitely isn't necessary. Looks like I got everyone. Oh, no. Another Revenant. I think that's it now, though. Okay, another backpack. Definitely want to grab that. And all these health bonuses. A little snake line of health bonuses. A little conga line, maybe. And up we go. We can collect the goodies by way of ammo. And now we come across our very first key. So we have 102, and that's correct. You should have 20 at this point if you've been completing the map in the direction, anyway, that I've shown you how to do it. You should only have 20 items left. So now, armed with the yellow key, let's go through the yellow door. It doesn't matter which one, because there's nothing going on here except for this teleporter. Take out your plasma rifle, because there will be some zombie men which you can safely ignore in favor of 2 revenants directly behind you. So before there's too much trouble, go ahead and take care of the revenants. Yeah, I think we've done that. A couple of stim packs if you didn't fare as well. That's okay too. And now's the fun part. So break out your plasma rifle. Remember, we're on the other side, really, of this. And so now we're going to get, as soon as we approach the cliff, the red key and that area will descend. It's kind of like a lift, I guess. But as soon as we get there or approach it, there will be an archvile. So just be ready for it. Fire off right away. Okay, I think this will take us back because we didn't get onto the lift right away, because the archvile came off the lift, if you noticed. So we have to get on the lift in order to progress that way to get the red key. So let's go ahead. There's no other way other than to circle around, grab the red key, and now we're done in this area. Remember, this is where we picked up the plasma rifle before, so here we are, and now we're done. So that area is now completed. So we did it by going through the yellow door. So it's just an interesting way to do that. But now, armed with the red key, we can go now to the red door, which is down here. And more ammo, so go ahead and grab it. Break out your plasma rifle again. There's a little bit more plasma to fill you up for the Cyber Demon if you're not sure. There will be some more. But there will be a chain gunner and 3 Hell Knights. This is going to bar up in this tiny little area. So I think the plasma rifle is probably the best bet. Okay, seems to have... maybe I took a few strays, but nothing too terrible. Go ahead and press the switch. It kind of lets you out of here, right? You get to go this way, pick up all the health bonuses. See, I promised there is more plasma here, so pick it up as you see fit. More rockets, although I really doubt I'll be firing off any rockets, since I'm reasonably flush. There's the blue key with plasma, because that's what I want to take on the Cyber Demon with. Pick up all these armor bonuses. And all the ammo. There should be 1 item left. Yes, it's this partial invisibility. Do not take it. We will come back just to get it, to get 100%. But you do not want to face the Cyber Demon here with the invisibility. As you know, the rockets will fly in every direction on a random basis, and you're likely to get splat. It is not a helpful weapon or item to take on the Cyber Demon. I like using this area as a hold point. And just patiently, because we've kept our plasma for the most part, our powder dry, we can go ahead and take care of him. Really, probably without taking any strays. We'll see. There we go. Say goodnight, I guess, to the Cyber Demon. Now we can head down here. We'll get the last item, right? Because that's the last one. We're not going to use it, but we do want it for our 100%. And now we go ahead to the exit, and we do our final count. Well, let's have a look-see. Yes, all 175 kills. There were no secrets, as you know, but all 122 items were collected. You know what that means, indeed. We're done. And that is Map 2, Saltstone Sanctuary, I guess. It's interesting. I understood it to be Bedrock Deadlock. I'm not sure which one this is. I guess I'll have to title it correctly when I put the video up. But in any event, this is Map 2. of Doom Arrival. A fun map. It's a little counterintuitive. You think you're finished an area, you have to go back to complete it by way of a different route through a different door. It's really a lot of fun. If you paid attention, the sequence of how I did it and the steps that I took in order to complete the map and get all the items and take care of all the enemies efficiently, I'm glad. Hopefully you got some good tips or tricks, or you just simply enjoyed the walkthrough for the sake of watching. That's okay too. Either way, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.